Hello everybody and welcome to your tutorial on how to get your macros and tokens and everything into MapTools and use them. We're going to do a two-part probably, with the second part being how to level your character up. Alright, when you get the email from me, it should have two files in it, the mtprops and rptalk file, which should have your character's name. Download these onto your computer, but this is very important, put them in a directory by themselves. So we're going to go to base C drive, make a new folder, call it MapTools, and put these in there by themselves so MapTools doesn't get confused. Open the folder. Because it's Gmail, that's zipped up like this, so just extract them and delete that zip. There we go. Okay, so we got our two files here. Close out this. And now we're in MapTools. We're going to have to import those things. We go to our campaign properties, edit campaign properties. And as you can see, there's only a few properties here. That's not what we're going to use. So go to import and find that folder you just made. And go to campaign properties. If it's not there, close out MapTools and open it back up. I've had it where it doesn't see it the first time. So we got the empty props there. Go ahead and click open. As you can see, there's a lot more stuff here. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is, we see our default stuff here, but even if we look in tokens, our guys aren't there because that's not the default tokens. So what we do is we go to File and then Add to Resource Library. And we use that MapTools directory again that we just made. Click on that, and there's our token. We're using Greylick for this example. Once we have that, we can drag him right onto the screen here. Hi, Greylick. And as you can see, we got our nice little icon and hit points and armor class and speed, which is apparently incorrect because it's supposed to be 20 because he's wearing full plate. But that's not important. Oh, I have changed the layout of this, and this is the layout I would suggest. The way to change the layout is... Let me get it back to the default here, which I believe is under... I thought it was under View. But it's not. Ah, there's Window Restore Layout. Okay, this is the default layout. You just click and drag. Boom. You do not want to unpin it so it's floating and sit it there, because when you do that, you can see it covers up your stuff. So you want to pin that back, and when it does that, it doesn't cover it up. And you can resize this. That gives you a nice big chat window for those nice long rolls, which you'll see in a minute. When you're using the token I've created for you, you always want to impersonate it. Right-click and say Impersonate. As you can see, you can type as Greylick. Hi, I'm Greylick. Get a picture there. It's all happy and pretty. And to use the macros, you right-click, and you see the macros I've made. ATT stands for attack. DAM stands for damage. Then you have your saves, your skills, and at the bottom you can see your stats. Those are just basic stat checks, like charisma check. Greylick rolls a charisma check. Yay. Not very charismatic apparently, but it's early in the morning or something. There we go. So your attack rolls. You're attacking a kobold. Let's say you're sword and boarding it right now, so you're going to attack one-handed. You click your attack one-handed bastard sword. As you can see, it adds in a d20 plus your base attack bonus, weapon 1 bonus, which is for him +2 because he's got a weapon focus and a masterwork weapon in his bastard sword. His strength bonus, the miscellaneous attack bonus, that changes. Usually it's 0, but if you have a bless spell or something temporary, that's going to change. And that tells you all the numbers and total of 17, which is enough to hit a kobold. So we're going to right-click and say damage one-handed bastard. Boom. Deals the damage, adds in all the miscellaneous stuff, including miscellaneous damage bonus. 5 points of damage to the kobold. He's in a hurting status. It's very important, like I said, to be impersonating your character. If you're not, it looks funny when you do your macro. Okay, well, I guess it really doesn't. But impersonate your character in a way for the typing purposes, I would say. If you're not clicked on your character and you try to do a macro, well, with one of these buttons later, it's just going to say no token selected. Now, let's say you don't want to have to right-click every single time. You want to be able to use these buttons down here. The way you do that is to get the name of whatever you're going to put in there, like ATT One-Handed Bastard. Then you right-click on a button. Change this to any given name. You could say attack. Let's just call it your basic attack. Attack, hiya! And then you say /T macro ATT One-Hand Bastard. And you can change the color on that, make it more visible. I like orange. Leave auto execute checked and don't include the label. Okay, boom, attack. Now is what I'm talking about. See, if I don't have any tokens selected, so it's not doing anything. But if I click on myself and say attack, then it activates that macro. Yay. You can make these macros down here do just about anything you want. For instance, you might want to say, make a macro that rolls just the GM. So you can say secret GM roll, which is, I believe, /roll GM space 1d20. Okay, secret GM roll. Poof. Yep, that's a secret GM roll. If you're not sure what kind of things you can put in those, you can do /help. And that shows you the different things you can do. You can whisper to people, you know, roll secrets, roll to yourself, that kind of thing. Other important points to mention. When you are using skills, for instance, especially skills like knowledge, if you have more than one knowledge skill, I put a empty variable in there. So what you're going to do is say, because he has, like, Raleigh has two knowledge skills, I'm going to click skill knowledge, and it's going to ask for a mod. And that modifier there is going to be the particular ranks he has in whatever knowledge he's rolling. So you look at your character sheet, say he's rolling knowledge religion, and say I have 4 ranks in knowledge or religion. Boom, it'll roll that. There it is. Knowledge plus int bonus. In this case, that knowledge is a mod skill. So that's a pretty good check. He knows lots of stuff. Alright, that's quick and dirty, but that's what we're going to for the first one. In our next tutorial, I will show you how to level your character up using the properties here. Alright, thank you and goodbye.